Van life. It's a dream for many, a symbol of freedom and adventure, the open road, breathtaking landscapes, and waking up to new views every morning. It looks like a dream life. But what's the reality behind the highlight reels? Today, we're diving deep into the emotional side of van life, the parts that aren't always talked about or captured in the perfect-looking pictures. Hi, I'm Katina from Gypsy Wander, your guide to thriving on the road. Whether you're already living van life or just dreaming about it, my goal is to give you the real, unfiltered experience, both the highs and the lows. At first, van life is pure exhilaration. The thrill of the open road, the freedom to explore, the simplicity of life stripped down to just the essentials. It's a high that's hard to match. It's that first taste of following your dreams and breaking free from societal expectations and living life on your own terms. Every morning, you can wake up somewhere new. You're not tied to rent or routines anymore. Your home is wherever you roam. It's like the possibilities are endless. But eventually, the honeymoon phase fades and reality starts to sink in. The constant movement can be exhausting. Finding safe and legal parking isn't always easy. Simple things like making decisions, finding a shower, or staying connected can easily turn into daily struggles. And then there's the mental weight of always being on the move, never truly settling, always planning where you're off to next. Van life isn't always cheap. Unexpected repairs can wipe out your savings overnight. Gas prices fluctuate and long drives add up. Even gas, food, and maintenance start to feel like a never-ending expense. And when you're on a tight budget, the stress of financial insecurity can take a serious toll on your mental health. Solitude can be beautiful, but it can also be a challenge. A deep level of self-sufficiency required, and you have to become comfortable with your own company. Learn to enjoy the quiet moments and find peace and stillness. But here's the hard truth. Incredible freedom can also be incredibly lonely. There are days when all you do is crave a familiar face. When a text or a video call just isn't enough. When all you want is a hug, but your friends and family are miles away. Even when you're surrounded by nature, it's easy to feel isolated. Some days the silence is peaceful, other days it's deafening. The loneliness isn't just about being alone. It's about the disconnect from people who matter most. Relationships with family and friends can become strained. You miss birthdays, holidays, and everyday moments. Inconsistent communication makes staying connected difficult, and the fear of missing out can creep in as you see life moving on without you. Even in the van life community where you meet incredible people, goodbyes become a frequent thing. Just as you form a connection with someone, it's time for one of you to move on. Van life is an emotional roller coaster. One day you're on top of a mountain watching a sunset, and that makes all the hard things worth it. The next, you're stranded on the side of the road dealing with a broken van and an empty wallet. This lifestyle is unpredictable, and that unpredictability can take a toll. The idea of constant travel sounds exciting, but in reality, it can be exhausting. Every day you're making decisions. Where to park legally and safely, where to get food and water, where to shower or do laundry, and how to navigate unpredictable weather. Some days can feel like Groundhog Day, where the routine of finding parking, managing van upkeep, and planning the next stop starts to blur together. It's not just a road trip, it's a lifestyle where you're the driver, the mechanic, the navigator, and the problem solver all in one. But despite all these challenges, van life is still worth it. It pushes you to be resourceful. It teaches you resilience. It forces you to slow down and appreciate the simple things. A sunrise over a remote desert, a meal cooked over a fire under the stars, the satisfaction of solving problems on your own. Van life is about the freedom and the adventure, but it's also about learning to embrace the highs and the lows, finding joy in the journey, and discovering who you truly are. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the emotional side of van life. If you're living van life or dreaming about it, I'd love to hear your story. Drop a comment below. What's been the biggest emotional challenge on the road for you? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. See you in the next video. Until next time, stay wild and free.